restart the stream. Let's check to make sure the stream is actually running. You know, it would actually help if my earbuds were plugged into my speakers.
Yeah, maybe.
Yep, I have sound. Wow. Because OBS doesn't. Now, because OBS doesn't use all of my RAM, like, fucking Discord does, apparently.
Shit fucking A.
What happened?
I'm in full dynamics, it's still not enough to slow this thing down.
Well. I was gonna make a Run 8 reference, but might not be helpful in this situation. That makes me curious. Is that on the BNSF as well? Yes, it is. Okay. It's not on the Run 8 Western one. Okay. And my OBS fucked up again. Oh, it's actually really, really good to know. I think I finally got OBS to play nice with Run 8.
Cool. I love how even the audio on these locomotives is better. It actually sounds like a triax going over a joint. Which means that these are the updated version of the SC40-2s. notice, the only thing I'm using is one notch dynamic.
Yeah, actually. Hmm. Ah, I know why I can barely hear Runate.
I can tell you right now, these engines are very hot.
Yeah.
You got the dynamic brake fans that are all running, and then you got the radiator fans that are running. But that's fine, because now they're going to be cut out of the consist by the rest of the truck.
Are you watching the live stream?
No.
Interesting.
I don't know what it is about that, but there's just something about watching 3 locomotives drive by. Just light power.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I never got the bridge texture back yet.
Nah. Oops.
So, there's the bridge.
Hang on. That's beautiful. 'Cause, you know... Maybe you should fix that?
I gotta get the bridge back.
Hmm. No. Holy hell. 19 locomotives for this one train.
Well then. Is that your suggested power?
No, that's total. That's what I have total.
Jeez.
Run 8 actually does not give you a suggested power.
Oh.
It's just my grandfather took physics, and he's a physicist, and I sort of learned from him about how to distribute power amongst liquid when pushing it up a hill, because that's what you learn around a physicist.
For me, it was, if it looks good and it's possibly got enough power, you use it.
Yeah.
That's also railroad logic.
Well, when you have the ability to make any train thou can come up with, you are able to figure out maths pretty easily. Especially when you know the exact weight of a loaded 107 UTLX car. Oh shit, I didn't actually set up the DPU slave.
Whoops.
I like how you just hear 6 locomotives all in their highest notch trying to get air throughout the rest of the train. And then they all just slow down in sync.
Yep.
I don't know why, but there's something amusing about that. You know what? Because this is gonna take an age for me to do manually.
Center, brakes on, full application, locomotives tied down. Alright, let's get back to our train.
Okay, now I'm just gonna do the lazy way and just auto start everything because, well, I kinda wanna get this train moving. throttle set to forward. Release all the handbrakes. I immediately fucked up already. Crap, what did I set those keys to? DPU... Oh, that's right, that's... Wait, what? Huh, okay. And I'm actually going to change that to... Because I don't actually have that key anymore. I'm going to change that to right control, page down. Nope, right control, page down. Apply. I may have to restart my computer.
That would not surprise me.
Oh, that's right. It would actually help if I set all my signals and my route.
Yeah, probably.
Reverse for Slover.
Well, we're wide open again.
I'm so glad I actually learned how to start up a real heavy train like this. Take it slow, don't go into run 8 immediately, that's how you break knuckles.
You do more than break knuckles.
Yup.
You tear up track, you burn out the motors. Well, can burn up the motors. You tear up your wheels.
I mean, with a 50,000 ton train, yeah, you can do that real easily.
Oh, you're running a 50,000 ton.
Yup.
Especially if you have that much power on the head end. Train that heavy, you want engines in between.
let's see. I've got 5 on point, 6 in the rear, and 4 at cars 68 and 134. So basically, I have 3 trains in 1.
Yeah. I've done that with 110,000 tons of coal.
Dynamic braking. Start with the head end, don't use the rear.
I'm not usually very good with doing dynamic braking on DPU trains.
With my key bindings, it's actually real easy. It's easy to do DPUs when you learn how to do it. It gets real interesting when you have to do DPU fencing and dynamic braking.
Yeah.
And actually, when you get my copy of Run 8, all the key bindings will be set how I had it set, so I can teach you how to do it real easily.
Well, when I get out of the steep grade, it's going to be an easy run. It's a 1.5% grade pretty much up until this curve up ahead.
Yeah. Wow. The speed limit is 15 and half a mile, and I'm doing 17. In B3.
Well, I've got a 79-mile-an-hour sign coming up, and I'm only doing 37. And I'm also pulling really hard uphill.
You have no idea how heavy and how hard I will be pulling uphill.
Yeah, I do.
Up a 2%?
Alpha, I pulled a 110,000-ton coal train.
Good point.
Through this route. It has 3 sets of DPUs. SD70s, mind you. With 5 SD40-2s on point. Actually, I might still have that route where the coal train is saved on it. Let me check really quick to see if that coal train might happen to be saved, because I think I've also got the coal cars. If it's not this one, then it will be the other one. Okay, so it is not this route. Which means it should be this one.
I'm doing 3 over, but I'm gonna hit a real nice hill. Yup, that's the hill right there.
Oh yeah, those are also another engine I've got.
Starting notch 2, not 4.
And I think the ST70s are down. Yep. Or no, those are the ST90s. No, those are the Aces. There's my Aces.
Oh, nice. Actually, those aces are in Run 8. That paint scheme, at least.
Well, I've got those, and then I've got the Gevos.
Ah, you have BNSF 1 Gevos.
Generation 1 ES44s.
Yup. I can see my train.
Unfortunately, my coal train does not exist on here.
Hmm.
And I can understand why. But 144,000 tons. This is the portal right here, okay? The last DPU sat right where my crosshairs are now.
Well.
The front end of my train was right here.
Well. That be long.
And I can actually set up another version of that in this one with BNSF Gevos on the head end.
Oh, that's right, because your cab signaling works in all of your locomotives, not just one.
Except that they don't have cab signaling.
Oh. Wow.
But, I mean, looking at these Gevos, they're beautiful.
Yeah, they really, really are.
But one thing that I'm really upset about is actually one of the types of locomotives that I used to have on here. Those are my tank cars. One of the types of locomotives I used to have are actually on here. What are you?
Who messages?
Oh, you are one of my grain trains. This was a train from when I was just having fun. This is one of the types of locomotives that I'm really glad actually work in Tane.
Ah.
You do know what they are, right?
Those aren't... Are those SWs?
Yes.
15s?
Close.
12s?
That's what they are.
Yeah, 1500s.
But they are my home railroad colors.
Oh, that's cool.
And those two engines are actually still here.
Wow.
Both of those SW1200s are still in Fond du Lac.
That's
and
cool.
they're still used. Now, come back up here a ways. You must be the engines. You're both the SWs again. So down at this end, too far, is a mix of another one of my components. This engine here is a 2012 engine. The other three here are 2010 engines.
Well.
But this one is actually updated to modern Tane. The others are not.
Ah.
As I can show you by the coupler.
Yup.
I didn't notice you can actually see part of the mesh coloring under there.
Wow, my first set of DPUs has not even reached the start of the balloon loop.
Oh.
Yeah, you should watch the streams so that you can see how stupid this train is.
These are my Wisconsin Central ST45s. They have never worked since I downloaded them.
Really?
And then you've got all the MEC SD40s. They don't work anymore.
Oh.
The Rigby Yards.
Yeah.
I do, however, have a couple of the main Central items that do actually work. Here's part of the wreck train for it.
Oh, that's cool. That's really nice. That's Pullman?
Yeah. It's a Pullman combine. Black car. Another flat car.
An empty flat car.
Which wasn't actually the one I was clicking on.
Okay, that's cool.
Center beam flats. I've got the Bucharest Erie crane on here too. A C45 caboose. All of the cabooses work.
Nice.
All of my log cars work. Let's go up to the beach really quick and I'll show you the crane. Here's the crane.
Oh, nice. That's a real nice boom.
Isn't it? Gotta love the big hook.
Yep.
I mean, it's never been updated to modern standards, but it still looks really cool.
I'm not even sure what modern standards are for booms now.
Considering the fact that nobody actually really has them.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that I've got a Bucharest Erie crane is just beautiful. And then I've got the C41s that work. Which I actually did get the updated version of the C41s, so they do actually work.
Nice.
It's just that they're 2012 logic, or 2010 logic.
Ah.
Are you gonna be DRGW? When you gotta pull out the filter.
Yeah, I really hate that.
There we go.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I don't have the tender. I don't know what happened to the tender.
Well.
But that is a 210-4 light.
That is
and
cool.
It's the standard gauge. Never ran it because I don't have a working tender to it, but telling by the output, I would assume that I can easily get a tender.
Yeah. Now, I'm curious, who is watching my live stream?
I wish the K36s worked.
Hmm.
So I could probably use like the C41. No, that's gonna be too shoved up there. Maybe the K4 tender for CNO. That actually looks a lot better.
It's a bit taller than the locomotive, but... Or,
no, it's actually the same height.
Yeah.
But it's probably going to be heavier than the locomotive because the K4s are big, powerful locomotives compared to that little itty bitty light. I mean, look at that poor thing compared to that tender. The tender's as long as it. The poor little engine.
Don't bother giving it a train, just give it that.
Right.
It's like, here, I need you to pull this for a bit. What? What? I'm sure the engineer would be looking at it, looking at you, then looking back at it, and grabbing the nearest bottle of beer, and chugging the whole thing.
But surprisingly, all of the pipes hook up properly to the tender.
Wow. That's really interesting. That's really interesting.
Yeah, the platform is correct. Everything on it is correct. The pipes hook up right. The stoker is lined up properly in the bottom of the tender. Everything about it lines up properly. I mean, the deck on it is the right length and everything. So basically, I could get away with using this tender with it.
Yeah. And would it look a bit weird? Yes. Would it work? Yes.
Well, I'm going to work on crashing my game for a moment, so don't mind me. And guess where I end up?
Where?
Driving the light.
Have fun. Actually, do you remember how many cars your coal drag was?
It was over 200.
Oh, well. 350 loaded tank cars. Actually, do I have it saved? I think I do.
I love the sound of this thing, though.
Wow. That thing's pulling it just fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, if the Art Master gave me that locomotive and tender setup, I would just stare at him. What's today? The 7th? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful.
Yeah, if I can get the safety dome to stop popping for once.
But, that tender, if I recall correctly, is only partially loaded, right?
No, it's fully loaded.
Oh. That signal is a bit close for comfort. Don't even think that's the right signal for that route. No, it's not because, this is Mariah's Pass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mariah's Pass has Darth Vader's, not, whatever those signals are.
Those are just aspects.
Wow. I still have to do 15 miles an hour, and I'm doing 7.
Well then.
Uh, that's amazing. That is amazing.
She's got a beautiful sounding whistle that actually matches.
I'm pretty sure if you were to watch my live stream right now, you could actually see my train slowly creeping towards the interlock. You know, I just realized something. Imagine trying to go to work and there is a 22,000-foot train that's going across the railroad crossing. $5,280.
I mean, yeah. Whoever it was that developed that USRA light deserves a pat on the back. Because not only did he get the whistle right on it, he also got the bell right on it. It's also updated to to tane. Everything has the tane functionality to it. The whistle sounds amazing. And the overall of it is just beautiful.
Yeah.
I think I just found my new locomotive. I mean, she's only got 42-inch drivers, so it's not that big of a driver on that locomotive.
Yeah.
But still, the fact that it sounds as amazing as it does, I'm sold. Don't you be flaring your gills at me, mister. That's right, I poked you. Are you guys having fun? Are you just sitting there because it's nice and cool there, Zeus?
Where is he sitting?
In the window.
Oh.
He was sitting on the play gym by the window because it's cooler by the gym or by the playground.
But yeah, if you're watching my live stream,
What?
If you take a look at my live stream right now, the bottom left corner is where the first DPU set is. All the way up at the top right is where the head end is.
Well, I went to your channel, not your live stream.
Oh, well, it should say I'm live right now.
I'm not seeing an option for it.
Did I send you the right link? Yeah, I sent you the right link. Just click on the link I sent you.
It's actually not showing me your current live streams.
Ah.
Or
Oh, because I have it unlisted. Try now.
GG.
Well, I had it set to unlisted so that it would just be you and I's. But it's set to public now.
Goes. And of course, you've got microphones activated.
But down in the bottom. Oh wait, you can't see it yet.
Anyways, I'm just gonna mute that because I don't feel like listening to myself talking.
Yeah. But in the bottom right corner is where the first DPU set is. Up over in the top right, or bottom left, top right is where the head end is.
Mm-hmm.
The end of the train is way the fuck back here.
Please excuse the few second delay before the live stream actually registers.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that there is a delay, and a massive one at that. But that is where the rear end is.
You haven't even made it out of the yard yet.
I don't know if you'll be able to see the dispatcher screen or not. Nope, you won't. Okay.
Well, your zip folder is done. Which, by the way, good thing you had that in Google Docs, otherwise your internet would probably be lagging very, very badly.
I had uploaded it beforehand. Like, I had uploaded that and then just gave you the download link.
And apparently I can't actually open said folder in File Explorer.
Nope, because I had to zip it up to condense it down.
Now, File Explorer usually does just open it.
Oh, I used 7-zip.
I have 7-zip.
Yeah.
And then once I get this down unzipped, I'll just dump it all into one of my other drives. Hardly even doing 8 miles an hour. because you didn't have power initialized in the first set.
Nope.
Yeah, that was probably your mistake.
No, actually, I had it like that intentionally. Because the speed limit
should always be pulling power.
The reason is because I was on an arch. So while the head end was on a downhill, the back end was on an uphill. So I needed to make sure that I was holding 15 miles an hour or less.
So I'm going to guess that you've got all of the DLC, considering the fact that it's taking a good length of time to unzip all of this.
Yup. Do keep in mind, though, the Aces and the SD45-2s and the tunnel motors do not have, or are a V2 thing. They aren't in V1.
Okay, which means they won't work.
Nope.
I think I just scared the poor little guy out of his home.
Oh.
She crash landed on his house. And down to the ground she goes. You're not getting very far, are you, Athena? She almost missed it there, too. Apparently Zeus doesn't want to go for a walk. Well, apparently Zeus doesn't want to let me take him out.
Oh.
Athena's okay with it, as long as she doesn't crash land. Right, Athena?
So I've got the rear 2 set in notch 6, and I've got the head end on 2nd.
Well, I'll be right back because I gotta use the toilet.
Okay.
on a railroad.
Yep.
And your stream just crashed.
No, it's coming back. Slowly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart my computer.
Yeah. Your game's actually lagging really badly right now.
Yeah. So,
Plop. That's actually one of the nice things about the modern locomotives is you've got the ability to actually control the DPU power right in the cab.
yeah. God, if I were doing that with 45s, I would actually be in a lot of trouble, because that sort of stuff is actually really